welcome back. I haven't seen you guys in a while. This is D-Mac from Family Home Improvements. We're here in South Pasadena. Getting a little bit chilly out now. It's fall time. You can see we're about to get some turkey going on Thanksgiving, but come check this out. We got some wood siding and some stucco. It's an old house built in the 1940s. It's got a lot of work, but we're gonna be taking care of this for him. If you go through here, we got a lot of wood siding here in the front. These shutters are gonna stay up and they're gonna be in red. She really loves the front door. Front door to be red. Shutters are gonna be red. We got a couple of dormers up on top with some rotted wood. Those are all gonna be replaced out. The gutters are in really bad condition. Those seem to be original, or at least from the 19-somethings. So we're gonna pull those off. I would imagine that there's gonna be some rotted wood behind there. So that rotted wood's gonna need to be removed, and then we'll see what's wrong with it underneath it, see if we have to do any additional stuff. This is all gonna go white trim and a Cape Cod blue, which are very classic colors for this style home, especially here in South Pasadena. This is actually a automatic gate, and it is made from wrought iron, from iron. So we'll sand that. We'll put a red oxide primer on there, and that's for so that we don't get any rust or any of that type of stuff. And then we'll finish it in some type of like a Rust-Oleum finish or something like that. That'll go in white, and we'll match it to the Florida white that we're doing on the house. You have a lot of these. Got a lot of chip paint on a lot of these sills and a lot of this woodwork, so that's going to be all grind sanded down in flex patch. You can notice there's a lot of cracks, little hairline cracks here. So once we hit this with the hydro blaster, you're going to notice that a bunch of this stuff is going to start to appear on all the cracking is going to start to appear. One of our guys over here, so they're removing these gutters back here once again. We're going to check the wood and make sure that the woodwork is good behind there. A lot of times when we have damaged old gutters, the water gets in behind there, so we need to make sure that that's all fixed up. This is a wall that is facing the east side. Usually it doesn't get this bad, but I don't think they've done anything to it in a very long time. So you can see what type of shape it's in. We might have to change some wood here. Now this is an old lap siding, back from original, very difficult to get it. So if you notice this wall is still in pretty good shape. It actually has a TEXCOTE on it from before. So this was a wall that were having a lot of damage throughout the years. So they ended up taking the additional step and paying some extra money for doing TEXCOTE. And now we have an additional cool wall that we use on there. But you can see that this one, out of all the other wood areas, it stayed in pretty good shape. We were even thinking of not even doing this part, but the rest of the house is going to look so good that they were like, just go ahead and finish that in the cool wall also. But you can see here that really there's no even chipping, flaking, or peeling on this whole wall. And they did this at a previous time, so this is a great indication of how well COOLWALL TEXCOTE works. They have this wall still lasts, and the other areas are so damaged. Got some cracking underneath here. We'll be filling all this. Now, this is an older type plaster. So there's a couple different types of floats that you would use. One float's a red float if you're using it in a coarse finish. And then there's a green float. And that one is if you're doing with a little bit finer of a texture. So we're sticklers about how our textures look. So in here, we'll first initially use the red float, and then we'll come back with the green float. So it's a little bit finer of a texture, so you don't see the patches when you're doing that. This is an area where the sun doesn't hit at all. They got a little curb here that does well to protect the, make sure that there's no moisture getting underneath there, which is really great. But you can see the fading on this side of the house real bad, because once the sun comes up here, it's really beaming on here. We shouldn't have any of this fading going on at all. Hey, thank you very much for walking my job with me. Please like us, subscribe to us, let everybody know about our work. And I'll probably see you in a couple of weeks. We got a lot of damage here on this house, and I'm sure that Jose Luis is gonna do an amazing job. I'll see you guys later. Thank you from Family Home Improvements. See you guys later, bye-bye.